what we're out here for. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Happy to have one.
Yes. 21st, so everybody reach out and let her know happy 21st birthday. Best places in town to get a reasonable and safe drink. She's really going to want to know that. But all jokes aside, we are in Townsend tonight for the Great Smoky Mountains Hot Air Balloon Festival here in Townsend. It actually happens tomorrow. That's why you get the green field behind us.
We get the view, I'll tell you that much, and that is worth the price of admission. But this time tomorrow, those balloons will be lighting up the sky. It runs from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock, and that is intentional because when the sun goes down, there's going to be a really special show. It's going to just light up this skyline, and it's going to be beautiful. Thousands of people expected to come out tomorrow. We have all the details to get you and your family covered if you're looking for something to do in the beautiful Townsend area tomorrow.
Yeah, peaceful side of the Smokies. That's what everybody says Townsend is, and it's true, minus the construction that's going right here at the Visitors Center.
Good cause, though.
Yeah, great cause. It's going to really just develop and make this a little more welcoming to people when they come into Townsend. But you and I, this is our second year doing this, and we've gotten to experience so much more throughout the years than just this balloon festival. You got to experience a little camping culture.
Yeah, this is really cool. And, you know, the more you learn about Townsend specifically, it is so family friendly, family focused, and that applies to everything that you're doing here. But camping, if you really want to get outside and experience what it's like to be in nature, what a better way to do it. And here, I mean, in Townsend, really everywhere you go, there is a little something for everyone, whether you're an experienced primitive camper, meaning that you can just kind of go out in a tent, or I was with our photographer, CJ. He says he just goes out and finds a place to put up a hammock. But
people like that are built different. That is not
what
me.
would you say? Would you say that you're more of a primitive camper, meaning like a tent camper, or do you need a little bit more? Do you need some air conditioning, maybe a mattress?
I would love to think that if I am camping, I am not that far from my house, and nature is over there and I'm over here.
Okay, I hear you. So maybe the glamping style is a little more your speed. They have that. I went to 2 different places yesterday, Campgrounds of America of Townsend, KOA, and I also went to Little Arrow Outdoor Resort, and I'll tell you about them. You can find anything from, like I said, the primitive camping experience to a roof and a mattress and some air conditioning at both locations.
TV?
And yes, cable television.
College football starts next weekend.
So I mean, there's a great way to do that, actually. When I went to Little Arrow, they have a new pavilion. 125 people can fit outside on this balcony, and they have really cool pull-down screens so they can put multiple games up. So it's perfect for you.
Perfect
if you need to be watching games in the Big Ten, for example, and in the SEC, and you need to be watching some Western. So they've got you covered.
Yes. That's all I'm looking for. And it's the fall, and so it's the best time to get out.
Yeah.
And KOA's, I mean, they have just as much, too.
Oh, yeah, they certainly do. Both places. You can get anything that you need, and KOA is right on the river, and it's just beautiful because anywhere you are at KOA, you can hear the river rumbling through, and it's just so peaceful. I mean, you go in there, and it's almost like the stress of whatever it is just melts away. So a lot of time to spend outside. Yeah, go on. It's right across the street. Go on.
I'm glad that you mentioned the river, too, because while it is the peaceful side, you can do something maybe a little bit more getting out and getting in, literally into the river. So Smoky Mountain River Route is just down 321 from where we stand right now. And
it's one of my favorite things to do.
Right now, we're in the sun. I would like to just sit down in the cool little river and just float.
It is 2 hours, too, so you really kind of get a bang for your buck there, where you can float all the way down the river, and like you said, it just feels nice, especially on a nice sunny day. The whole family can enjoy that experience, too.
Yeah, you can just sit in that. I mean, it's family-friendly, extremely family-friendly, and they also have a spot about just a little bit before halfway of the 2-hour trip that you can jump off a rock formation if your heart so desires, if you're into that sort of experience. The folks over at Smoky Mountain River Route say that's one of the coolest things people love to do.
Yeah.
Again.
Is that your speed?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
Just kind of get a wild hair and do it. Yeah. Watch. Let the rest of the squad do it. Yeah.
Go, Will. Go, Will.
I appreciate that. That's another thing to cool off, but also Tuckaleechee Caverns is another super cool thing that I got to experience last year. It's one of America's biggest caverns, longest trek, and it's cool in there.
And it's the same temperature no matter what the temperature
Maybe the
is
dead of winter
outside.
or the dead of
Yeah,
summer.
I forget what the temperature is.
I want to say like 60s, 50s, might even get up to low 70s.
But really comfortable all year round.
Yeah,
and there's a spot there for the kids, too. So you kind of think about going and seeing the caverns as maybe something that you wouldn't bring the whole family to do, but you can go enjoy that with the kids. And I learned this last time I went there. They have the stalagmites that grow up and the stalactites that grow, am I getting this right, from the top? This is, I mean, I'm going back a couple years when they taught me this.
But I don't know
and
which
the
one.
tight ones, it's when they grow from the top because they hold on tight. They taught me that. Maybe 10 years ago when I was out there.
That's cool.
Going off of memories.
Look at you.
Probably shouldn't trust
cool.
that. May want to fact check that.
The other thing that Tuckaleechee Caverns has is a seismograph that actually, and we usually go to that seismograph when we know about earthquakes in East Tennessee or really this eastern region. But what it was actually built for was to be able to detect nuclear launches and tests done in areas not planning to do good things to America. So the Cuban Missile Crisis with Russia, that whole 9 yards back in the 60s, 70s, so on and so forth. Don't need to get into a history lesson. But they actually detect, and so when North Korea tests their nuclear missiles, they actually detect that in Tuckaleechee Caverns. The reason being is because this is so remote.
Right.
They're so far from interstates. There's no vibration from trucks and cars and the like, and so they can get a true feeling of if there was something tested all the way in Asia or Europe. Yeah, it's incredible.
Pretty cool.
Right?
U.S.
That
military
blew
put
my
that there,
mind.
right?
Yes.
That is really cool. All right, so much to do all year round here in Townsend. A couple other things that we're going to showcase. Last year I went fly fishing. That was one of the neatest things I have ever done. And people come from... No, I didn't catch anything, but we did go kind of off season.
Okay.
So yeah, it was, but we had just such a great time. So we're going to show you how you and your family, I mean, really, if you're any skill level, like a novice like me, or you've been doing it your whole life, you're going to find a spot here in Townsend where you can go do that. And it's going to be a great experience. And then horseback riding.
Got the horses in the back.
It's so fun. There's something so relaxing about
absolutely
going horseback riding.
Yeah,
and
especially through the mountains and just to get to experience it. Again, the biggest thing to note is you still have the feel, and what everyone loves about Townsend is this is all just peaceful things to do. We're also going to show you peaceful with a pulse, they call it.
Yeah.
The folks over at Company Distilling who've been here for about a year. We're going to talk with the founder and master distiller there. He's going to walk us through, Jeff Arnett. He's going to walk us through why he picked Townsend and kind of that moniker, peaceful with a pulse, he calls it. But it's also all kid friendly. Even Company Distilling says bring the kids. If you were just walking down the street, stop by, bring them. We'd love to have them. And so it's all things you can do with the family. And as a mother of 2 young children, I'm sure you love hearing that.
I do love hearing that. Yes, if you will welcome and tolerate my children, then I will welcome you as well. So much growth happening in Townsend, and that's kind of to your point. There's so much that is new, so much that is evolving, but then also the deep history and the traditions that are here. So we're actually going to take you on a bit of a history lesson that you can get to at the Heritage Center. Live impersonators, which is really cool. It feels like you are walking back into the 18th century when this area was first getting established, and the way they lived and the way they survived and how they made their food and the tools that they had. So it's really, really neat. So we're going to introduce you to that too. So you can understand, if you're from here, understand a little bit more about our roots. And if you're just visiting, then you get to know us a little better.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. We're going to have this coming up at 4 o'clock. We'll be live all throughout 4. We'll also join you at 5, 5:30, and 6. We've got Ted chilling in the air conditioning, so he'll get to hear us
I'd rather
talking.
be out here.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to do it for now. We'll see you all on WVLT at 4, 5, and 6. Brittany, anything else you have left to add?
That's it.
We'll
Go
see
Vols.
y'all then.